All right, what's up, y'all? Oh god. Okay. What's up, y'all? I'll make this video right now about what I what I know. Okay, first of all, this video is about creepy photographers. If you're a model or anybody who needs photos, working with creepy photographers. First off, I want to say I don't really think I've worked with any creepy photographers. Anyone I've liked, any photographers who are watching this, I don't think so. But anybody who I've worked with some great people. So this is about nobody I have ever shot with. I've actually been very lucky that I haven't worked with a lot of creepy photographers, but this doesn't really apply to guys that much. It does, but it really applies to girls. And I want to say, first of all, the biggest red flag when someone is hitting you up to do a photo shoot is, first of all, every photographer is posting their work on their Instagram account. Like, every photographer has their Instagram filled with the kind of photos they take. Now, there's a difference between being like a photographer who posts who just makes really good, kind of bare content, shirt off, things like that. But once you start getting to the people who it's like every single model is wearing a thong and everything is out and it's pictures of them bent over with a rose on their ass or something like that, stuff like that, that is where you want to draw the line. So I'm going to just kind of talk around here about working with creepy photographers. And I want to say the first caution I have to anyone is, first of all, this mostly applies to girls. You know, I'm lucky enough, male privilege, that if someone tries to do something, you know what I mean? But so for girls, it's really, really important to look at someone's work. Just in any case that you're ever going to do a photo shoot, you should absolutely look at their page, see the kind of stuff they do. And first of all, if the stuff isn't good, don't shoot with them. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, don't let someone try and charge you after the fact or try and charge you before. You should be shooting for free. That's how I look at it. Because I come from a position with a little bit more leverage because I have a big social media. So that is good for the photographer as well. Although not all of them give a shit because they have lives outside of social media. You know, unlike me, this is my life. But okay, if someone hits you up and they want to do a photo shoot with you, and every picture they have is a dude in a teeny tiny thong, full ass cheeks are out, bent over, stuff like that, that is a no. Now, when I started my modeling career, I would have thought, okay, well, I'll just get some diverse images. I'll get some diverse stuff, and I'll work with a new photographer, and I'll get to show my body, and it's actually cool. It's empowering because they'll be like, this is empowering. I don't really feel like that way. And I would suggest to everyone else that is my biggest out for 2024 is working with a creepy photographer, even if their photos are good. Now, there might be a photographer who takes amazing stuff, who takes banging photos. This photographer says he's going to change your life if you shoot with him. But from a friend who shot with him, or word around the block is this guy likes to try some stuff with the people he photographs. He likes to make a move with his model. I say he because it's usually a he. Let's be honest. 2024, we're not putting up with that this year. No, I actually would not like to shoot with you. I would actually not like to do that. Okay. Give me a talking point. My friend's giving me a talking point right now. He's thinking of one. Creepy photographers.
No, I feel it's easier said than done sometimes.
Easier said than done sometimes, he says.
No, I'm just saying that because you have a social media following, you have clout or equity. But imagine someone moves to a new city to become a model and they have nothing else, and that's all they have.
True.
Like they have to pay rent, they have to take New York, like so many, and you don't start making money from the beginning. So
True.
that's what really is sad. That it's like almost preying on the vulnerable. No.
Okay. No, you're saying good stuff though. He's saying.
Like preying on the weak, like
Yeah,
someone who doesn't have
for sure.
options and you kind of take advantage of that. That's just really bad and unethical. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, people should always look out
Peop
for themselves.
Yeah. So what my friend just said, he said that it's different for me because I have a social media following. I have a little bit of leverage online to where I do have the ability to say yes or no to certain photographers. But he's saying that for people who just moved to the city, who have no traction in their career, they just want to get started, and somebody sees this person is really desperate and needy to want to get in the industry, and thinks, okay, I'll shoot this person. This person's dying to get some photos of them for free, and someone will take advantage of that. And I think that that's very true. And he said that it's very sad because it's predatory, but it's a real thing. And I hear that, and I want to say, as someone who has also been in that position, is that I have been there to where I just moved to LA, just moved to New York, had nothing going for me, rather than me just wanting to model and start taking pictures with people and stuff. And that, you will have people reach out to you to take photos and things like that if you're being good about putting yourself out there. But I always said no right out the gate, and it didn't matter if it didn't matter how desperate I was, that it just mattered that I had the freedom to say no, because one, these things aren't going to be paying you. So you might think like, oh, well, you need to do the shoot because the shoot's going to pay your rent. No, it's not. It's not a model. A modeling job is a different story. A test shoot with somebody who wants to see you naked, no. That's why trying to figure out other streams of income, rather than just modeling is great. And just not coming from a place of need, because when you come from a place of need in modeling, I feel like you'll do a lot of crazy stuff that you don't really align with, but you'll think it will advance your career. And I think that that's something hard, is that I think that there's so much smoke and mirrors around modeling, where like everybody says they know how to do it, what to do it, like how you're going to be, Gigi Hadid, how you're going to be the next whatever. And I think there is a lot of people who have more than one thing on their mind than photos, and I think that that's just kind of the reality of it. But I do want to say this, guys. I have worked a lot of commercial stuff. That's how I have made my living modeling for 3 years now. This has been my full-time gig, and I want to say that doing these commercial jobs, I haven't done a lot of runway. I've probably done 3 fashion shows. I haven't done a lot of really high fashion. But I've worked with a lot of big brands, big reputable brands, stuff you see in the mall, and brands that have their own thing going on, very commercial, very selling to the public and things like that. And guys, usually I have been lucky enough to where people are very professional in these settings. I've worked with PacSun, Forever 21, Hot Topic, Fila, Kouage, Aeropostale, NYX, Samsung, like a bunch of brands. And I want to let you guys know that these commercial brands are great, and that you should not be scared going into any of those and into an actual modeling job, because have like an actual gig is usually super professional. There might be 1 or 2 occasions in your whole career where you're like, okay, what the fuck was that? But I have had a great time with it. I know that I also say that being like, I'm a guy, so I naturally am going to feel, I naturally feel a little bit more comfortable being on set, because I'm like, I am outspoken. I will say something. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to touch on that, that you guys can absolutely, feel safe and good going on set to like a real jobs, and that's amazing. And just wanted to this is more so a PSA. I know I'm kind of going in a lot of directions here. I hope this is helpful, but I just really don't sit well with just creepy photographers or someone hitting you up with like some ulterior, intentions. And I think that on your end, how to make that even better is to handle those shoots in a very professional manner. Don't, like, if you're naturally a flirtatious person, maybe tone it back, maybe just, keep it business. I keep it pretty like normal. I mean, I'm not using emojis when I'm not like using emojis when I'm talking about this shit. I'm like, okay, sounds great. I'll see you at 3 p.m. I might throw a thumbs up, might throw that, but keeping it very professional. And also just knowing at the very, I think this is what the biggest thing that will help you right now is knowing that you are the prize. You are, the subject. The photo shoot doesn't work without you, and you are bringing something to the table. This is amazing. This person wants to shoot with you, and and I want to say there are so many amazing photographers out there. I just worked with this guy a couple days ago in New York. He was fucking spectacular. He was amazing. He's super professional. Brought some clothes. Bought an Uber to like the next location. Amazing guys. I work with amazing people all the time. This video is for the 1%, 5% of times that things can get a little weird, as people often talk about the modeling industry, and just kind of how to handle it, and just do your best to keep things very, very, very professional. You think that's true? Yeah, very true. Just keep it professional. You're not there to spread them cheeks, nothing like that. You're there to take photos, and you're doing as much of a favor to this person as they're doing to you. So if you think this person is like, if they're trying to tell you like, oh, you know what, I just wanted to get you in, I know this is really important to you, fuck you. F you. You are a little scumbag, and don't take advantage of people.
We are treated the way we allow people.
We are treated the way we allow people to treat us. Very true. So in these settings, carry yourself with high regard. I'm Carrington, best model ever, but you are also name best model ever. And you're the prize, and you're amazing, and things are going to look up, and build your book. And yeah, well, I love you guys. I made a video of a bunch of modeling poses that should be really, really helpful. A lot of movement, things like that feel more comfortable in front of the camera. And I would love to talk more about this if you guys are interested. So with that being said, I love you guys. 2024, respecting yourself, being professional, not putting up with any creepy BS. All right, I love you guys. Bye-bye.